Welcome to the Chef's Kitchen. I'm your host, Tina Marie, and today we are joined by Chef Evan Deluty, all the way from Boston, Massachusetts, from Stella Restaurant.
Stanley Cup champ, Boston,
That's
right?
I forgot that very important part.
Beloved Bruins. We're doing a little poached egg with a little
halibut,
little linguine for the appetizer. We're doing a pasta.
And this is house-made linguine.
That we make that in the restaurant. Yeah, we have our own pasta machines. It's really pretty exciting. We're gonna add the clams.
Okay.
You want that little bit of sizzle? And we have a little Sancerre that we're actually gonna be drinking with the main course later. Just a splash, get it going.
So I know you like to cook with what you drink with. Like that has been a theme when we've always cooked together.
Exactly, and you know, if it's not worth drinking, I wouldn't cook with it. So we have our halibut here. This is beautiful local Atlantic Halibut. Presentation face down first.
And away from you, right?
And away, right? So we don't splash the oil.
That was an excellent tip that you've always
And if the pan is hot enough, you can give it a very slight shake. If you happen to go a little premature with the fish or the piece of chicken, let it cook and sear itself off.
Okay.
Then you can go.
So it's not ready to flip. You're talking about maybe flipping it, right?
Well, even when the protein is introduced to the pan.
Okay.
Grease away.
So don't touch it. Less is more.
Less is more, exactly. But you can, if you know that the pan is super hot, give it a little shake.
Okay.
That way you can ensure the fact that there's no sticking going on whatsoever. If we put some butter in there, the butter will definitely aid in the browning. So now what we're gonna do, kind of make a little motion.
Now bathe it?
Now we're gonna baste it.
Bathe it, I love this.
Right.
And we're basting it.
Basting it, right. Just take the back of a spoon and you wanna come back over the fish.
And you're adding all that flavor right back into the fish.
The clams are looking very nice here.
And they're really starting to open up.
Yeah, we have a couple guys that are open. Now, this is a very important lesson as well. Any shellfish that doesn't open after a certain period of time, you can give it a little knock with your spoon.
Right.
And sometimes it'll open up. If it doesn't open up, then we discard it.
Discard, okay.
All right? We're actually gonna give this a little flip here. And you know what? I'm liking this to be in two pieces.
Well, there's two of us, so.
Right, exactly.
That makes perfect sense.
Okay, so we have nice caramelization there.
And this is where the fish flipper actually really comes in handy.
Now at this stage, we're gonna turn the gas off and just let this rest. And I think we should start to make the pasta.
Yes.
All right? We wanna do a touch of garlic. We have our Dorot product.
Would you like me to get that for you?
Sure, that'd be great.
Okay.
We're gonna start with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil on the pan.
We're using our Dorot frozen herbs, which are our new best friend
products.
in the kitchen.
Yeah, really.
How they come. These are frozen
very conveniently
cubes.
packed.
Oh my gosh, look,
Yeah,
a
just pop 'em
teaspoonful,
out.
frozen, you pop it out, no chopping.
And they stay in the freezer for like...
Smell great too.
Yeah, and it's really a great quality product, very fresh.
We love this.
I'm
So
gonna
do you
pop
want
one
just
out.
one?
Yeah, we'll just pop one in there.
They're fresh, frozen from the fields, which we love.
So we have our asparagus spears. We're gonna plop this in.
Sliced beautifully on a bias.
Yep, a little bit. Give it a little mix. We need a little salt and pepper here.
Okay, so
let's go there.
we have some salt.
I'm gonna take a minute and transfer the fish onto a plate on the side because we don't want to overcook the fish. We're gonna go right in with the asparagus crema. Okay, so we're gonna put a little of that right in the plate.
Wow, sharp asparagus flavor.
Good asparagus flavor.
Yum,
right?
and delicious.
And then we're gonna come back and make our crema for the halibut. And we've got some beautiful melted leeks here, raw corn off the husk. Let's go right in with our leeks and potato mixture.
Corn, leeks, potato. So how long does the pasta take to cook?
Such fresh pasta, it's so delicate, you can blanch it off for a quick second. We're gonna drop the egg. We're gonna do two just in case.
And so we have water boiling with some distilled vinegar?
Some white distilled vinegar,
Okay.
yep. And you wanna be very gentle with these, obviously, because...
This is always a stress-inducing process for anyone in the kitchen.
I like to challenge myself.
Yes.
So I also wanna reintroduce the fish back to the pan. I wanna put a little bit of olive oil right over the fish so it doesn't dry out. I think we can plate the pasta.
Delicious.
Now it's time for the eggs. Okay.
Ooh, what a nice finish with a poached egg.
A little bit of the poached egg right there. And that's the dish, as it's been on the menu since day one. Okay, let's get back to your tomatoes.
Okay.
Let's do a little bit of lemon juice. And I want to use some of the basil.
Okay, the
Some
Dorot.
of the basil, right, the Dorot. We have a little bit of olive oil here.
Okay.
A little bit of salt and pepper.
So now just one of them?
Yeah, one I think should be plenty.
There we
A
go.
little pepper. All right, and we have our clams here. And now we're just gonna take this broth, drop the clams into the pan.
Oh, lovely.
Okay.
And look at that, all that beautiful juice.
And that juice is just
That's not going to go to waste, is it?
Right into the, right over the fish.
Look at that.
Taking the clams out.
It looks rustic.
Now, you see how the spinach is just beginning to wilt?
Yes.
Okay, let's get the fish out of the pan.
That's when we want it out, correct?
Right. And again, this isn't fancy plating. This is very rustic, because this tomato, the basil.
So the basil sort of makes another sauce.
Right.
The basil mixed with the tomato juices,
Right,
so
and
freshly sliced.
We're gonna take a little bit of that sauce.
And also, in keeping with your Mediterranean theme always, olive oils, fresh vegetables.
The fresh flavors.
Fresh corn is so great.
And I like to layer it. All right. Oh, wait, we have to mash. You have to mash.
Oh,
Don't
that's
forget.
right, with the mash.
You gotta
Get some of
mash.
the
You
yolk.
get the yolk in there.
Oh my gosh.
See how it kind of creates a whole new sauce element? And I can smell the white truffle as we're smashing the yolk into there.
I'm breathless after that. That is unbelievable.
That was very good.
And the truffle oil at the end just gives you a wow. Taste the halibut. Triumph. Always a triumph. Beautifully done. Cheers to you, sir, for visiting us.
My pleasure, of course.
Always wonderful to have you in the kitchen, Chef Evan Deluty from Stella.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
My
much.
pleasure. Enjoy.
To see today's recipe and all of the recipes featured on the Chef's Kitchen, log on to chefskitchen.tv.